Could newest Chicago Bulls draft pick Noa Essengue become a potential superstar like a Giannis or even a high-level all-star like a Pascal Siakam? Let's talk about it, people. What is going on? Y'all, Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video. Talking some NBA here to talk about the Chicago Bulls. So if you're a Bulls fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Please hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so let's talk about this. So I mentioned to you guys, or at least I made a video to you guys about Noa Essengue and talked about how I felt about him. I want to go into a little bit more detail here because I got some more things that I want to address, all right? So with regards to Essengue, there has been player comps, all right? And I gave you player comps in the last video, okay? The actual player comps that I saw listed online were guys like Nicolas Batum, who's got the obviously French connection there, and Al-Farouq Aminu, okay? Those player comps do not excite you. But now we hear from Casey Johnson, right? Longtime Chicago Bears beat reporter, that he's got a ceiling of a Pascal Siakam. And we even heard about Will Gottlieb talk about him potentially having a Giannis type of upside. And how true is that? And to me, again, obviously going to be impossible to pick these type of things, right? But you take a look at the prospect himself. One of the things that I mentioned to you in the video was this guy has immense upside, okay? The literal definition of high risk, but high reward as well, right? The ceiling is very high with this kid because he's got the tools, all right? Incredibly rangy, long hands. The length is ridiculous. Just go ahead and look up his highlights. You can see it, okay? You can see the elite defensive ability, right? As a shot blocker, help side defender, even just a straight up on-ball defender. Like, he's got elite defensive ability that can only get better. And we're talking about a guy who in transition, very fluid handle for a guy his size. Again, he's 6'9", 6'10", okay? So he's a guy that can get up and down the court like a Giannis, right? This is the comp here. And the handle is pretty solid as well. Decent finisher around the basket. And so you like all those things. So the tools and the skill set, I actually do see when I watch this kid. I'm like, okay, that doesn't seem that crazy. All right. And when you take a look at one of his biggest concerns, which is his shot, all right, he's not a great shooter. He's got a great form, though. The shot is not broken. Like, when you watch his shot, you don't think, oh, yeah, he needs to fix that form. Because that, to me, really scares me when a prospect has bad form. Because now, not only do I got to fix the shot, I got to fix the form as well, right? Not only do I have to make him a good shooter, but fix that form. But he's got a good form. It's smooth, right? He's able to shoot it without any hitches or anything like that. So that is already there. So again, got to become a better shooter. But you see the potential to be an elite defender. You see the potential to be a great guy in transition. And again, if he develops a jump shot, good luck. The fluidity is great. So to me, I actually do see a lot of upside in this kid. Now, the downside obviously is going to be crazy too, because you got to develop him. He's 18 years old, for crying out loud, right? So the potential is oozing out of him, but obviously there's huge downside, right? One of the guys that have been tossed around is like, oh, he could be the next Bruno Caboclo. If you guys don't know, like a former Raptor player who's a bust, okay? So yeah, there's always that aspect of it. But I'm choosing to focus on the good here and the positive with Noa Essengue. He needs to put on muscle. He's like 198 pounds, 200 pounds listed, but he doesn't look more than 180 soaking wet, all right? He is got to put on strength. I obviously got to improve his shooting. And then I told you guys how raw he is. So think about it when Giannis and Pascal Siakam, am I using those guys because those are the names that excite you, right? Because you are missing the guy with the Chicago Bulls. That is the big problem with this team. We hope it's Matas Bucelis. We hope he is the guy, but you are missing that superstar, that high-level all-star. And when you draft a guy like Essengue, he gives you the opportunity to potentially become that. He has that type of upside. Not saying he's going to become it. I'm saying he's got the upside, okay? So you got to develop him properly. That is the biggest thing. That's the other reason I mentioned the video, which was Billy Donovan better play this kid, man. I don't want to see him get like 10 minutes a game. We need to develop this kid. We need to give him playing time. We need to let him make mistakes and learn from it. Like, my God, Billy, I know you are, trying to make guys earn it and whatnot. We don't have a championship team. Play the kid. Play your best player. So to me, look, I mentioned this in the other video. If you squint hard enough, you can see Giannis, you can see Pascal, Siakam. Obviously hard to say, but I really, really do see potential in this kid. And if we hit on him and Matas now, okay, now you're cooking. Because you know what runs this league, or who runs this league? Long, versatile wings. That's who runs this league. And when we talk about who they passed up to take Noa Essengue, the main guy is Derek Queen, right? And with him, he's a guy who, not a great defender, a little undersized, can't really shoot that much. So it's like, I don't need a big that can, that lacks in all those areas. And big man, Sada and Nikola Jokic, don't really run the league. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, where you see the upside, you see the potential. I like it. I like this kid. I'm just hoping, again, that he gets developed properly. So if you ask me, I do think that there was a good rationale here to taking him as far as the potential. And I do think, hey, Giannis is like the dream. That's the absolute dream. But if he even turns into, half of the player that Pascal Siakam is, that's a win at the number 12 overall pick. And this is why I've always harped on the fact that you need to, get higher in the lottery, because obviously that's where all the superstars are. If we had drafted Cooper Flagg, we're not questioning it as much. We know he's probably going to be a really, really good player. So you're just hoping that we run into the same luck as we did with Matas last season, or in the last draft, which is getting a guy at 11, 12 who turns into an all-star, potential superstar level player. So let me know what you guys think about that. What do you guys think about Noa Essengue? I like it. I'm high on the kid. Hopefully he develops properly with the Chicago Bulls. Obviously, I have my concerns with the organization, but trying to stay positive. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.